A very good morning to Miss Mohana and my classmates. Our team consists of Gavin, Junji, Prasanna, and myself, Aaronin, and we have chosen online shopping as our industry and Shopee as the application for this assignment. Without further ado, let's look into the introduction of this application. I will begin by giving a brief background of Shopee. Basically, Shopee is a Singaporean technology company first launched in 2015, which mainly focuses on e-commerce application that is popular for purchasing products. So why have we chosen Shopee? There are three reasons for this. Firstly, it has a faster buying process as customers do not need to go out for shopping, but instead they can just go to the application and easily browse through many items at any time. This is even better with the current pandemic situation as customers can find items that are available in physical stores far away from them. The second reason is cost reduction because an e-commerce store is more affordable and requires less investment compared with a physical store, as the seller needs to pay extra costs which includes rent, repairs, store design, inventory, etc. Lastly, sellers can provide flexibility to customers as the products and services are ready 24/7. If the customer is satisfied with the purchase, he or she will likely return for repeat online purchases because of the conveniences they get, which sometimes include free shipping, deals and discounts, earnings of rewards in coins form, which they can use to deduct the cost for their next purchase.
Hello, I'm Junjae, and I will be presenting on hardware and software. The hardware used to build Shopee's website or app is as shown. The workstation has advanced graphics, data processing capabilities, and huge storage capacity. The dual monitor allows developers to view the visual output of code on one screen and actual code on another screen. A powerful CPU is chosen as developers need to design Shopee's user interface and carry out database integration tasks as well. The hardware to access Shopee's website app includes a Blade server farm. This server farm is to process and store Shopee's high volume data. It is important for Shopee to be connected to internet with high bandwidth. Devices to access Shopee's web or website are laptops, desktops, and handphones. Software to build the app or website are the Apache web server, which helps developers observe visual output of website and app. Visual Studio Code IDE, which is a source code editor and has IntelliSense. PHP frameworks such as Laravel to eliminate repetitiveness in writing code. Collaborative software version control to keep track of different versions of the code and work on them as a team. Oracle Database System is used when integrating Shopee's website or app to database that consists of a large number of records. PHP Unit and Selenium HQ are used for software testing purposes. Software to access Shopee's app or website. Examples of browsers are Chrome and Microsoft Edge. TLS encrypts data of consumers when they access Shopee's server. Size of web page and visibility of content are important for compatibility. Domain names such as .com, .my is required to prevent impersonations. Thank you.
Hello, I am Prasna and I will be presenting on SDLC. We have chosen the Agile approach simply because for an e-commerce platform like Shopee, it is quick, it can attract customers even at an early stage, and changes or updates can be made swiftly. 6 phases of Agile development are concept, inception, construction iterations, transition, production, and retirement. What's unique is that the construction iterations phase is conducted in terms of sprints. For concept, the goals are identifying the project and product scope, coming up with and creating an outline of the key requirements, as well as estimating the time and cost of projects. The major activities are listing out main functions and features, discussing key requirements, preparing documentation, and calculating the rough project time and cost. For Inception, the goals are to build the software development team and provide members with sufficient tools and resources, carry out the design process, and identify the product's functionality. The major activities are recruiting qualified members, provide tools and resources, start design process, and conduct meetings with stakeholders to identify product functionality. The goals for construction iterations are to convert design into code and develop raw functionality of products. The major activities is programming, which involves collaboration and breaking down a large task into several sprints. The first step in a sprint is to plan requirements, create product backlog, conduct sprint planning session, and create sprint backlog. The second step is develop products. Software developers will work for 2 to 8 weeks in this iteration. The third step is test software. Software testing tools include PHP-Unit and Selenium HQ. The fourth step is deliver iteration. The output is made live to users. And the fifth step is incorporate feedback from users and stakeholders. There can be many sprints. Here's the first sprint, second sprint, and so it goes on. The goal for transition is to deploy Shopee's website or app into production. The major activities are quality testing, testing software so that there are no bugs or defects, and deploying the final iteration of product into production. For production, the goals are to make sure the product is running smoothly after being deployed and upgrade product with additional features. The major activities are providing continuous support for the product and upgrade product with extra features. The goal of retirement is to end the life cycle of product when it becomes obsolete. The major activities include alerting and migrating users, perform end-of-life activities, and takeaway support. Hello, I'm Prasanna and I will be presenting on the similarities and differences between Shopee and Lazada. So, what are they? For similarities, both have sign-up, login, product display, add to cart, and order tracking features as shown. Both desktop sites use graphical user interface, and for mobile, it's touch user interface. As shown, there is organized layout using white color and neat fonts. For navigational elements, there are links and pagination as shown to prevent the user from scrolling endlessly to the bottom of the page. There are labels for categories, proper terminology is used, and they are clear and not ambiguous. As shown, both have several categories and search bars. Both have moving banners to highlight important events and sales. However, both do not have very responsive layout. Moving on to the differences, Shopee uses bright orange and white for its color scheme, whereas Lazada uses clean white. You can see the color scheme in these images. Shopee's design and style is bright and bold, whereas Lazada is more towards minimalism as indicated by its neutral color scheme. For navigational elements, Shopee has category buttons with pictorial icons, while Lazada has a drop-down list of categories without pictorial icons. Shopee is better in this case because users can easily associate the image of the icon to its category. Lastly, Lazada has auto-suggestion or completion feature for the searches, while Shopee does not. Thank you.
Although Shopee is one of the favorite applications for consumers to shop online, there are still a few improvements that can be made. First improvement that can be made is checking whether the product listed for sale is the real or the fake products. Without checking the products, customer might have bought the fake products without realizing it. Second improvement that can be made is having a stable checkout and payment experience, especially during peak campaign days when a ton of orders will lead to a traffic in the servers. Last improvement is adding more functions into Shopee's website, as the website does not have some of the functions comparing to the mobile version of Shopee app, such as Shopee Food, where customers can order food, are not there, and the website does not allow users to top up their Shopee Pay wallet. So these are the 3 improvements that can be made by Shopee.
Now I will be presenting on 3 ethical issues that should be concerned when doing an e-commerce transaction. Firstly, information security and data protection is the most common ethical issue in e-commerce. This is because when customers are making an online transaction, they need to provide sensitive information, which includes credit card number along with their name, address, and phone number. Hence, it is Shopee's responsibility to protect their customers' data to prevent hackers from stealing the customers' data, which then can be used to commit identity fraud. Secondly, product quality is also an ethical issue in e-commerce transactions. Customers are able to view the item before purchasing it when they are in a physical store. Unfortunately, customers will not have this opportunity if purchase is made online. This means that the seller's trust is very important to customers and that the item for sale matches the photographs and details posted online. Sadly, some sellers take the advantage and sell products that are of poor quality or that do not resemble its online images. Lastly, customer service is another ethical concern since there is a barrier between customers and sellers. Customers can only rely on contact methods made available by the online seller should they have questions relating to damaged product or requesting for a refund. Many sellers are committed to provide quality customer service and offer online chat. Unfortunately, there are some sellers who delay taking action and respond to customers, resulting in the customer giving up trying to get their problem resolved, or when it is too late to request a chargeback from the credit card company. That's the end of my presentation.
Overall, Shopee is a well-designed shopping platform and so have the responsibility to protect data of all the users. The application should be able to use across different types of devices and many countries to reach maximum amount of users. Also, Shopee needs to do some improvements to maintain the loyalty of the users to make sure they don't churn to the competitors.